Hi, it's Kaia, Capri, and in today's video I will be trying to recreate one of James Charles's looks.
Hi sisters!
One of his full face makeup looks, and if you know me, you'd know that I don't really know how to do makeup. Okay, so basically I know like the concept of makeup, but I never really do it, so I've got like no practice. I'm pretty much a beginner. And everything that I have here is pretty much my mum's and my sister's. All the palettes are mine, but everything else is everyone else in my family's. Holiday sleigh makeup tutorial. Okay, we're doing it. We're hoping for the best. No, I pressed the wrong thing.
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it is officially fall season, it is the end of November, and you know what that means.
His makeup is flawless.
It's Thanksgiving! I personally love Thanksgiving. It is one of my all-time favorite holidays. I have not been home in over 6 months now since my senior graduation, so I'm literally so pumped, for once, to hop on a plane and fly all the way back home to regular old Albany, New York and see my family. I literally miss them so much. I cannot wait to give mom and daddy chocolate and fun. I was almost so excited to give you really point of thanks friends. Of course, really great moment, perfect for the Thanksgiving feast. It is like the smoky, winged out, bronzy little fall moment. We have bronze glitter on the lid and some.
Do I even have those colors? Oh, yes I do.
Very intense fluffy lashes. I just wanted to go very extra today so everybody at the dinner table knows I am that bitch. We're really going for like Grandma Charles to be like, oh, what you give us a creative material. Keep on watching. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. This eye look is definitely going to be pretty complicated and definitely a lot going on today. Just like our Thanksgiving dinner plates, we got the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the turkey, and the whole shebang.
He's already done the foundation thing, so no tutorial on that. Let's try and do this ourselves then. Okay, so I think this is the foundation. Let me read it. It doesn't say anything, so skin correcting foundation. I think, yeah, we'll just use this. It's from Lancome. Oh, I think you're supposed to put it on the beauty blender first, but we'll just, yep. And I really need a mirror. Let's use my phone. I really don't think this foundation is my skin color, but we're working with it. Then I've got this Tarte correction concealer. So like under your eyes, in this like a T thing there, probably like here, and like I don't know, on my nose maybe, because why not? And then we're just gonna I feel like we should have watched a makeup tutorial on how to do this part too, but I don't think James Charles does that level of beginneriness, so I think that's good. Should I do contour? My auntie got me this amazing contour book, and it's got like all of this, and I think it's amazing, but you need like a specific brush for this. I'm sorry if I don't have that much energy. It's like 10:40 a.m. I woke up at 9. I stayed in bed for like an hour, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a YouTube video on makeup because that's hilarious, because I can't do makeup to save my life. Ugh, it's just so much of an effort, and I never do it properly, and it doesn't look very good. I think it's supposed to blend it into your neck. Okay, so now what's he telling us to do?
And the whole shebang. So I'm going to be using the brand new Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. I absolutely love this palette. It came out with the holiday collection that I modeled for. If you guys have not yet seen my full,
I don't have that. he looks like he has concealer on his eyes. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Because why not? Can concealer act as a primer for your eyes? Or does he have a primer on? It's okay.
In my full-on review, definitely click somewhere up here, I think, if this is the right side, fingers crossed, to check that video out. I'm first gonna get my M441 brush and dip into this middle transition shade. I actually lost a little
transition shade. This brush looks very similar to his brush. Nice.
With the names on it, so you're just gonna have to bear with me today. I'm just popping the shade right up in the crease and blending it out using windshield wiper motions, and I'm actually not tapping off the brush before I apply this color. We definitely want this to be very, very vibrant and pigmented.
Now to look for a similar shade, looks like peachy. Yep, not in there. The closest one I can find is in James Charles's palette. I lost the sheet as well that has all the color names on it. 5th to the right, 4th to the left, top row. And I'm going to use this as a transition shade apparently. Where even is that line thing that he's using? I think it's about here. Why does that low-key look fire?
Right up in here.
Oh, he's not doing the other. Okay. What color did he just use?
To this burnt orange shade right,
The red?
Right up in here.
Nice, nice. The one directly underneath it I'm gonna use.
I'm popping the shade right up in the crease, and normally when I would do crease shades, I would always hold the brush like this, completely parallel, or horizontal, there we go, to my face. But for this, I'm actually kind of holding the brush downwards to really get it up in that crease and make sure it doesn't blend any higher. We are going to be cutting out the crease today, so it's okay if everything gets on the lid because we're going to clean it up later. And then same thing with the outer corner, I'm going to pull it out in like a nice little cut V shape.
I don't think I'm doing this right. Nope.
We are going to be going from really, really light orange, obviously, in our transition to really, really deep black in the crease area, which you'll see in a few seconds, but I am going to be blending in between every step to make sure that none of the colors get muddied together. I'm next going to grab another clean R39 brush. This brush is basically the exact same as the M433, so if you have that one, feel free to dip into that one too, or literally any blending brush. It's really not that deep. To this burnt, darker orange shade right up in here, but we are just going to want to make sure every color we go in with, we're using a smaller brush or just a more defined motion to really make sure that those colors are getting more and more dark and defined with each time, and once again, not getting too muddy. I'm next going to grab a smaller, more defined brush. This is the M507, and I'm going to dip into this like reddy toned brown shade up in here, and I'm going to use this to deepen up, once again, the crease and the outer V. As you guys can see, when doing these style of looks, it's really, really important to start off light and build your way up darker and darker, using a smaller and smaller brush and smaller motions each time, because if you start off with a dark color and just go right in, everything is going to look really, really wonky and unblended, like really, really quickly. So, I know it may seem like a lot of extraness. I mean, we've already literally used 4 eyeshadow colors, and this doesn't even look like much yet, but if you just take your time and be patient, this is really going to like help you with your makeup in general. Just starting off really, really slow and having patience will help you make those iconic, beautiful, blended out, smoky eyes.
Patience. Okay. Patience. We got this.
So this is where things are going to start to get more complicated, more dark, and more intense. I'm going to grab my M149 brush, which is this very, very tiny pencil brush, and dip into the black shade in the bottom corner, and use this to deepen out that crease. Or the outer V, not the crease, oh my god. I just brought my mirror a little bit closer. Obviously, you guys know my eyesight is not the best. I really want to make sure that this is very, very defined and precise because you guys know adding a little bit too much black can make an eye look go from real good to real bad real fast. So excuse the mirror in the video. I'm going to move it in a second. So with the black on the pencil brush, I'm going to take this and I'm going to tap it right into the outer V. We're going to cut this entire area out using a shimmer shadow in a second, but I do want to get all the color on there in the right shape, just like that, so we can blend it out and have the pigment still be there because, like I said, we don't want to add too much black, but where there is the black, we want it to be black, if that makes sense. To blend that black out, I'm going to grab my M507 brush once again and dip into this cool tone brown shade up in here and just lightly go over those edges. Like I was saying, adding a little bit of black can quickly get too intense, and I think this definitely just did. So I'm gonna grab my R39 brush and dip into that light orange shade from before and just go over those edges to hopefully make everything a little bit less dark. Alright, so that is the lid shadow all complete. Like I said, it did get a little bit darker than I originally.
Okay. So I think I did make it go too dark too fast. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the colors from before and just re-thing it. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. And I'm trying to like pat off the powder like from before when I go back into the lighter colors, because since I don't really do makeup, I only really have one eyeshadow brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with like heaps lighter colors to go onto the top so it looks more blended out. Like heaps lighter. It actually really doesn't look bad to me. Okay, so
Use this beautiful orangey shade as the base, of course, and then my Makeup Shack T57 brush. It is just this tiny, really flat definer brush. We are going to be doing a lot more of like a detailed crease today than the classic average half cut crease where you just kind of blur out the edges. So I do want to make sure it's really, really light and defined. I know some people really like to do a concealer first when they're cutting out creases, but if you're using a pigmented cream shadow, I feel like it's really not that deep because you're just going to cover over top of it anyway, and it does the same job. So like, why do more work if you don't have to, you feel? Once again, sorry about the mirror, but I'm going to lean in close to really make sure I get this exactly where I want it. And I'm just going to carve out this crease. I'm just filling this in like normal, but then once I get to the outer corner, instead of...
okay, I really do need a smaller brush. But I have to work with what I've got. So since I have to use liquid on this eyeshadow thingy now, I'm going to just do the other side first so that I don't have a wet brush when I have to do the other side because then it won't look the same. So what I have to start with is cutting that, not cutting the crease, putting it above my eyelid before we cut the crease, I think it's the terminology used, and really blending it out. Okay, applaud to everyone that does makeup because this is one of the most difficult things. You really do need patience for this. So I feel like a lot of people don't understand the time it goes into makeup then, because holiday slay makeup tutorial. Just blending it out now. Making sure both look as similar to each other as I can make them similar to each other. I just poked myself in the eye. I'm not crying. Don't cry. You're gonna wreck the whole thing. Okay. I'm gonna blow my nose. And that's on having allergies. Period. Now I have to like redo that part because I wrecked it. So blending. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the concealer to cut the crease. Okay. So Wow. I actually kind of did it. Okay, so the concealer's still wet and I'm not really sure how you apply eyeshadow on top of wet concealer. So I've got this like setting, it's like a what's it called? A translucent loose setting powder. I think I'm gonna just apply that on top of the concealer so that the concealer doesn't mix with the eyeshadow. This is by Laura Mercier. And I'm just patting it across the concealer so that it doesn't smudge. It's not really working that well. My next option is to get like a hairdryer. Just hair dry my eyes, but that again isn't a good idea. What does he do to dry the concealer out?
To the outer corner, instead of just fading out the edges, I'm actually gonna pull this shadow once again with that defined brush, and I'm gonna make kind of a loop back around to the lower lash line. This more rounded defined cut crease is the look that I've been seeing.
He just lets it mix with the concealer. Okay, so again, wiping off my one and only eyeshadow brush. Which color? Needs to be like a shimmer. That's got nice shimmers, but I think this one has the closest. So this is a Happy Magic, Happy Makeup palette, and it's the color Buzz that I'm going to be using. So using the shimmery one to really try and make it as sparkly as possible. So what I did here was I put a black in the outer corner of the shimmery cut crease that I created, just so that I could make it look more smoky eye. So now I'm going to apply the lashes. I'm just going to grab it with my tweezery things. Do you put the glue on the eyelashes or your eyes? Do you apply eyelash glue on lashes or eyes? If you want super long lasting application, do the double adhesive. Oh, so you can do it on either. Okay, so we're gonna do it on a lash because I feel like I'm gonna actually stick it on my eye and then I won't be able to open my eye. Yeah, this is really hard. Oh my gosh, nope, it's coming out too fast. Nope. Okay. I don't know whether this is the right eye or the left eye. Let's just hope for the best and go with the right. One eye is done. I look like I have spiders on top of my eyes. I don't mind the look though. Okay, so now apparently we have to use mascara, so I'm gonna go get my mascara. Okay, so all of my good mascaras are in the car because I've got like 8 mascaras, but they're all in the car because I take them to school because I run late to school like every day. So when I am running late, I just do my mascara in the car. So I'm just gonna be using a L'Oreal Paris mascara, Volume Million Lashes. I've got so many mascaras just because that's the only thing I actually do for my makeup routine. So we have to blend the eyelashes into the into our normal lashes using mascara. So it's a Balm Stain by Revlon. And now what I'm going to do is my hair. I'm going to just straighten my hair. I don't do this often at all. I usually just leave it pretty natural because I've got like natural waves. Then I've got the Garnier Fructus Style Flat Iron Perfector Straightening Mist. So just a heat protectant spray. I had some technical difficulties. My camera ran out of battery. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to click that like button and subscribe to be part of the Warrior Fam Squad. I love you all so much and I can't wait to see you guys next Sunday at 5 PM. And I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle to copy James Charles' makeup tutorial. But I hope you enjoyed. I definitely did. I have never seen myself look this pretty. I feel like I just had like a glow up in the span of an hour. Don't forget to smile and I love you all so much. Can't wait to see you guys next time.